I know she was negligent. I know she committed malpractice. I know it. She did a surgery she had no right to do, which resulted in the altering of my entire life. In 2016, I got sent to the Shattuck to see Dr. Carrillo from Sousa Baranowski Correctional Center. I was in prison from November of 2012 until January of 2023. I broke my foot and I did need medical care. Dr. Carrillo explained an easy, relatively painless surgery to me. He said I'd be walking out of the hospital that day and I'd be back to full recovery in a week. When I woke up, I was in so much pain. I told the bedside nurse, like, hey, something's not right. I'm in a lot of pain, like a lot of pain. My foot felt like it was burning, like it was on fire. Like I felt like my head was gonna pop off. I wasn't walking out of there. They knew I wasn't walking out of there. I got put in a wheelchair and wheeled out of there, and I left.
I first heard from one advocate who works with people in the prisons that, you should really look into this orthopedic surgeon at the Shattuck because there's a lot of complaints about her. Adriana Carrillo is an orthopedic surgeon. She is a long-time surgeon at the hospital. We started to look up court records, and we found 20 cases from prisoners in state and federal courts related to botched surgeries, deliberate indifference. People are saying they go in there and they come out worse.
So we found 20 cases. What you're saying is that there's likely many more people out there.
Definitely. Many more.
I spoke to several doctors who used to work at the Shattuck.
I felt in almost every interaction I had with her that her care was dangerous, not based in guidelines, and almost every patient I spoke to, there was a report that she was dismissive and showed absolutely no compassion.
So we went down to visit Matt. He says that he went in there understanding he was going to have one surgery. He got another one he hadn't given consent to and was never told about for months until months later, and when he read his own reports and realized what had happened to him.
This is the medical records right here. So this is how the dressing was.
She didn't ask you for permission?
She didn't ask me, tell me, or anything, nothing. Not even when I woke up, she told me I was being a baby. The way she explained it was gonna be a little cut like this on the top of my joint that goes this way. Instead, I ended up with the cut like that long that went this way, all along like my whole inside of my right foot. You could see there's lines like three of them, lines like that where the sutures ripped through and just went and just like opened right back up. My foot got infected. It was splitting open.
And he also claims he begged and begged for care. He didn't get even basic courtesies like clean bandages when he went to the hospital and begged and asked for them. Found himself with an incredible infection in his foot that he couldn't get help with for months. And he said both the prison system and the doctor really didn't pay attention to him until he had to have another surgery to treat the infection.
It was like I was an animal. I honestly, animal would literally get treated better than I did. My foot hurts all the time. My whole body's twisted. I have herniated discs in my back, so now random parts of my leg go numb. I don't think I will ever be pain-free in my life again.
What do you think about the fact she's still there?
I think it's incredibly unethical. I think it's a travesty in medical care.
wrote a letter to the head of the Department of Public Health, CC'd the governor at the time. Did you feel like you were heard at all?
I don't think at all. There was really no action that shows that someone is taking our complaint seriously. And that's what makes you frustrated, and this is how you lose trust in the system.
I want to explain that Dr. Carrillo has never lost a case. The vast majority of these cases are won by doctors. And these medical malpractice lawsuits, I've read through these court records, and so many of them are begging for a pro bono attorney, begging for some state funding or federal funding for an expert. And that was Matthew Tottenham's case. He was filing his lawsuit from his prison cell. His case was dismissed in state court, and he is now filing an appeal.
This is just a motion to oppose. I'm just hoping that on some level she's held accountable. She just can't do this to people and just walk away scot-free, you know?